After many Northwoods High School seniors get their diplomas this spring, their attention will turn to the academic and financial stresses of college. Some of those graduates might wish they had gone to Butternut High School. Butternut is one of the smallest public schools in Wisconsin, graduating just 16 seniors this year. But they will all go to college with up to $20,000 of scholarship money just for graduating from Butternut. Newswatch 12's Ben Meyer has the story of the little school with a big incentive to give its graduates.
Nowadays, Skylar Durrell-Ader helps people from her Park Falls office.
Outreach is our big thing right now.
She works for the region's Concentrated Employment Program, helping prepare people to be successful in the workforce. But home isn't Park Falls. Home for Durrell-Ader is 5 miles north in Butternut.
I'm actually from my grandparents on, so, that's kind of roots are right in Butternut.
From kindergarten to high school, Durrell-Ader attended Butternut. Active in the school's successful music program, as well as in sports and student council. With her graduation coming, she fell in love with Northland College in Ashland.
So I knew it was really important to me, but it was also very expensive.
Then, Durrell-Ader and the rest of the Butternut community was helped out by one guy.
He was an exceptional guy.
In 2008, John Besse, a Butternut native, gave the financially struggling school district $6 million to stay afloat and $4 million for college scholarships for graduates.
Oh, I can't comprehend it myself. No, it's incredibly generous.
Elizabeth Zorzo works for the Besse Forest Products Group, which John Besse started in 1966, producing veneers and lumber. Besse died in 2013, and while the company continues to operate, its Butternut veneer mills are closed. But Besse stays relevant in Butternut. His scholarships give Butternut graduates $5,000 a year for school.
A majority of them may not have gone on to either a 2-year or 4-year school if it was not for this program.
If the Besse scholarship hadn't been there for Durrell-Ader,
So really, I think the whole course of my life would be different.
while working, she's now pursuing a master's degree in psychology. In high school, Durrell-Ader remembers wondering what the catch was behind the $20,000 from the academic scholarship. There's still no catch, just the generosity of a native son.
Mr. Besse cared about his community of Butternut and this little small town, and wanted to make sure that we would be able to do great things too.
We're covering the news in Butternut. Ben Meyer, Newswatch 12.
All 16 of Butternut High School's graduates this spring will take advantage of the Besse Scholarship. Thanks to successful investing, the fund has money for Butternut graduates for decades to come. At 6 o'clock tonight, take a closer look at whether Butternut School District would even exist without John Besse's generosity.
Your local news, weather, and sports from where you live. Newswatch 12 at 6 starts now.
Good evening. Small rural schools depend more than anything on community support. A decade ago, tiny Butternut School looked like it would have to consolidate into the Park Falls and Glidden districts. But a $10 million gift from one of Butternut's native sons saved that school and ensured its future. Newswatch 12's Ben Meyer shows us how that gift makes Butternut special in many ways.
Butternut's Danielle Cook loves going to school with the rest of this spring's graduating seniors, all 16 of them.
Well, I know every person in my class. I know their first, middle, and last name, and who their parents are, who their siblings are, and who their pets are.
Like every one of this year's graduates, she'll go on to higher education. Cook plans to attend UW-Stevens Point to study criminal justice.
Part of it was because my favorite TV show is Criminal Minds. That was just my favorite thing ever, and I loved watching Law & Order and stuff like that.
But had Cook gone to school anywhere other than Butternut, a state school like Stevens Point might have been out of reach.
My family doesn't have a lot of money, so this scholarship really helps a lot.
Cook is smart and skilled, but that isn't why she's getting Butternut Community Scholarship Foundation money. It's simply because she's a Butternut graduate. All grads get $5,000 for each year of college, up to $20,000.
Well, there's a very generous man named John Besse who was born and raised here.
John Besse gave the program its informal name, the Besse Scholarship.
He made the contribution, a $10 million contribution.
$4 million went to college scholarships for all Butternut grads. $6 million kept the school district from going under and promoting programs like music, advanced study, and extracurriculars.
To help support the community, support the school, and keep the community alive and well for not only back in '08, but for years to come.
Helping Butternut was no random choice for Besse. He was born and raised there before starting Besse Forest Products Group, which now has veneer and lumber mills across Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula. Butternut's mills were closed a few years ago, and Besse died in 2013. But students in town like Danielle Cook won't soon forget him.
Like this $20,000 was a big impact on the school I chose.
The Besse Scholarship Committee can't wait to see where she and her classmates go in college and beyond.
You know, their successes, you know, lightens our hearts. I mean, makes us happy to see that they've made it.
A spirit John Besse would smile to hear in his hometown. We're covering the news in Butternut. Ben Meyer, Newswatch 12.
Now, Besse Scholarship has given out $1.3 million in scholarships to Butternut students since 2008. It's helped 100 graduates actually afford college.